learning. Kathy and I have both spoken about that in the past few weeks, and it's something I really believe in. It's also a lifesaver. Remember the early days of COVID when we had to stay home? Yep. Lifelong learning to the rescue. Rick shared with me a word of the day. A bibliophobia. The fear of running out of books to read. Not in my home. But even more to the point, to pacify all my worry about COVID going on, reading came to the fore. And because we had my grandchildren 24/7 and Zoom, second grade and third grade and third grade and fourth grade, reading books was a luxury because you delve into the whole book. But magazines to the rescue. So I'm going to share 3 of my favorite magazines that helped me get through COVID and are still that interesting that I like to read them. My first one is Science News. Very authoritative. You can't believe everything you read on the internet, but I think you can believe what you read in here. And it's science in all topics. I read these issues cover to cover. They can explain things that have been somewhat beyond my understanding. Physics, astronomy, the interior workings of one's brain. Pat, you'll like this one because the current issue has microplastics are all around us. Maybe a future speech topic. The other part that I like about this is it's understandable even to my 4th and 5th graders. I'll share with them, and when they take a look at the article, Stone Age Cuisine, there you go. When you look at the articles, it will tell who wrote them, who they are, and how they are affiliated with the university or a non-governmental agency of some sort. So you know that they're authoritative, but also it expands the realm of the universe of possible career choices. When I grew up, teacher, nurse, a lot of female type, but within here, microbiologist, space microbiologist. Wow, the world is open for careers. Science News. The next one I like is The Nation. This one has a little bit of a liberal bend. I also read National Review, which is a little bit of a conservative bend. I myself am independent. I will vote for the person that I think is best to do the job and the issue that I firmly believe in, and I'm all over the board on that. I chose this particular issue for Frank and Kathy because the feature article is about unionizing minor league baseball players. It takes an awful lot of expense to be a minor league baseball player because there's no money in it for travel, rooms, whatever. They're expected to pick up all of that. They unionized the major leagues. Now they are working on the minor leagues. Also, just in yesterday's paper, student workers in CSU system filed for a union. I've learned more about unions and all kinds of things and political stances. They do have a feature in here where they give a pro and a con, and it's fascinating. There's also book reviews in that help me figure out which books I want to read when I have the time to read them. The third one I would like to highlight is National Geographic History. National Geographic is known for its photographs and for its research and for putting out a product, well, many products, that many people really, truly enjoy. I enjoy history. I like learning how people survived, how they celebrated, what they did, what they didn't do, and the whole realm of world history. What I especially like about this is thinking in terms of grandchildren again. I have to read the Odyssey. Ta-da! Wouldn't this be more enticing for a 4th or 5th grader to look at? This shows those female figures that flew around and with their sirens and tried to get Odysseus off balance. I really, truly enjoy this magazine. It's candy for the eye and articles for the mind. In a nod to John, I'm going to add an addendum to my history reading. I subscribe to Michigan history. I came from Detroit. The DeLorean input for the Pontiac GTO in the 60s. Took me back to one of my boyfriends who had one of these, but it explains how it evolved. Well, 3 magazines. There's a whole world of magazines out there. You can take them in small bites, and you can take books in big bites. But the idea is lifelong learning, keep reading. Who knows, you might even find a topic for a speech in that. The bottom line again, settle comfortably with your cup of coffee, your tea, your beer, whatever, and participate in lifelong learning the easy way.